Hello. What I got today to show you? Well, what I have today is this phone. This phone I've been wanting to have a look at for quite a long time, but when it originally came out it was far too expensive, and I just couldn't justify it. There has been a considerable price drop, and it can now be found on eBay for about $130, Amazon I think about $160. So what is it? Okay, well, this is the YotaPhone 2. Okay, this is a pretty decent phone, and for that price, 130 US dollars, you get a pretty decent phone that is pretty unique. So I'm sure most people have probably heard of it. It's not a new phone. I think it came out end of 2015, beginning 2016. So what is it? Okay, well, let's just go over the specs first of all, get it out of the way. It's a 5-inch AMOLED screen, which is really very nice. Okay, it is full HD, which is it's 442 ppi, so I mean it's really pixels per inch. It's pretty decent. It looks really good. It has a 4.7 rear inch screen, and I'm just wanting to we'll get into that later, which is a EPD, and that is electronic paper device, or e-ink screen, which has a resolution of 540 times 960, so that's 235 ppi. No, it's not bad, okay, but it's not backlit, and that is we'll get into that as well. It comes with a Snapdragon processor, and I'm not sure if this one here has the 800 or the 801. Adreno 330 GPU, comes with 2 GB of RAM. It's 32 GB of internal storage. Now there's no SD card at all, so that might be a bit of a deal breaker. Rear camera is 8 megapixel. Front camera is 2 megapixel. It can record up to full HD. It's Bluetooth 4, NFC, which I like. It's 4G LTE. It takes a nano SIM. The battery is 2500 mAh. And finally, all I can look at here, because I am looking at a piece of paper, I don't remember all of this. My favourite is wireless charging. I love it. I really love it. So what do you get for your money apart from all that lovely spec? Well, you get a really nice looking phone. It's covered in Gorilla Glass 3, I believe. Now I got this phone, so I'm going to tell you, being a cheapskate, I got this phone on eBay for, I think it was $80, and the reason I got it cheap was, I'll put it on the screen here, see if you can see it. See here, there, it has a crack. So I mean, it's not a big deal, it's right in the corner. So really, because I just wanted to see the phone, and I wanted to save myself some money, I opted to you know, be a bit of a cheapskate and do that. So yep, it doesn't really affect my enjoyment of this phone. It is really pretty decent, and I have been happy enough using it. The front screen, look, the front screen is excellent, and the front screen is the one that you'll be looking at most of the time. Let me just fiddle around here. Now what did I do? Okay, so no SD card, but well, you know, I'm not going to complain too much. 32 GB is fine. I'll probably use this as a second phone for a while. Nano SIM, and interestingly here, this is the SIM tray. It also doubles as the volume rocker. So, you know, some people might like that, some people might not. It does protrude slightly, but I don't mind it. I think it's pretty decent. Just going to restart it here before I show you the Antutu score. Now, what it reminds me of actually is that Nexus 5 that I reviewed recently. I mean, it's very, very similar, apart from, of course, this. I want to just, this is it booting up the e-ink screen. So let's talk a wee bit about the e-ink screen. It is a touch screen, and I believe that the original YotaPhone wasn't a touch screen. I think that, look, this is still an idea that is still yet to fulfill its potential. I like it. I think this e-ink screen is good. It's not backlit, which I think the next, if they make a YotaPhone 3, I think it will be backlit, and I also think it will be more, what's the word, it will be a higher PPI or a higher resolution, but you know, it's very interesting and it looks pretty cool. The phone itself, I mean, it's kind of a plastic. They say it's made of plastic with a metal frame and a glass fibre, and it's with that Gorilla Glass. Don't know why I always have trouble saying Gorilla Glass, but I do. It looks pretty decent, even though it is of a plasticky nature. You know, I just really like the shape of it. I like the shape of the Nexus 5 as well. The screen, really, for $130, you know, you're not going to get a better screen than this. It is phenomenal, and you know, I'm really, although, and I'm using the HTC 10 still with that screen of 5.2. This is a 5-inch screen. I'm really, you know, thinking, although I still like big screens, but this is the sweet spot for phones. So here's the HTC and the HTC 10 and the YotaPhone 2 together. Now the HTC 10 is 5.2 screen. It looks considerably bigger, but it's both of these I think are really good size for day-to-day use. This is a brilliant phone. Check out my review. It's excellent. No wireless charging, but apart from that, it's excellent. I did Antutu, so let me just open it. Oops, sorry about that, my camera battery died. So getting back to Antutu for the YotaPhone 2 is almost, it's almost 37,000, 36,790, which you know, is fine. For most people, they're going to be pretty happy with that performance throughout your day. Really, it's okay. It's not like my HTC 10, which is over 130,000, but generally the phone works pretty well. Now, if you read some of the reviews, you'll see that they occasionally complain of a bit of stuttering. Now, the let me just make sure that I'm not lying to you. The Android version here is Android 4.4, which is KitKat, so it's not the most I mean, it's a few years ago. I mean, Android Marshmallow is not even on a lot of phones. It's Lollipop seems to be on a lot of phones, so it's even behind Lollipop, but you know, it's a pretty stock Android experience. There's really nothing that they have done, so it's really vanilla, and it's fine. But as I was saying, or was going to say, is that the occasional there are a bit of a stutter. I don't think that is the processor or the RAM's fault. I think it's probably something to do with the integration of the e-ink display, possibly the software, something to do with that. But you know, really, it's fine. This AMOLED screen, some people like AMOLED screen, some people prefer the LED, but for me, normally I'm used to LED, so I think the AMOLED screen generally is on this one is pretty decent. Okay, it might be a bit oversaturated with the colours, but I like it. I think it just looks nice. It has the camera is the 8 megapixel. Look, it's mediocre at best. The front camera is 2 megapixel, and as I think when I was saying earlier, this was the photo my child did of my child's drawing that I took. So you know, it's fine. It's not going to be a DSLR by any standards. Now, I think I said earlier about the Gorilla Glass was also I got this a bit cheaper because of the crack. So, and it's not impervious to damage, and most people are going to be laying it down on the e-ink screen for the most part. So if you do decide to get it, then be mindful. Maybe check out if there's some kind of bumper case, something like that, that you can use to protect the back screen. So the back screen is really what makes this phone stand out from the pack, as it were. Now there's other phones that do have an e-ink display, but I don't think they're as cheap as this now. I mean, this was incredibly expensive when it came out, but now if it's $130 to $160, it's, you know, it's, I think it's pretty decent. So the e-ink display is, let me just show you. There's a number of ways to you can use it. So for mirroring, you can press the home button and you will get a, let me try it again. Press the home button, you get a choice here. So now we can go over to, let me just open it up here, and you know, you can mirror what is on the your phone. So let me just go back here and show that properly. Let me get something that's a bit more, I don't have, let's just go here, let's have a look. Amazon, so I want to mirror it there. Here it is, yay! So, you know, if you want to save your battery, you can mirror it easily, and this is not as functioning as the front screen. It is a wee bit slow, but it works. So, you know, you can use it basically as an Android e-ink. Can you see it there? That's my desktop, and really you can save quite a lot of battery life, especially if you're getting desperate at the end of the day and you still want to flick through some apps. If you're happy to use the can you see that there, the e-ink, to go through your apps, then you know you're going to squeeze out a few hours of extra battery life. Now, for the most part, it's probably a wee bit of a gimmick having this. I've deactivated it now. So you have Yota apps, you have Yota Reader, you have some games, etc. And you also have this thing called, oh here it is, I missed it there, it's called Yota Hub. So you can change what is on the screen of your e-ink display, and it's quite nice. So I'll just turn it off here, and you'll see I have the just the clock here, and to activate it, you can just, you'll feel when you swipe upwards, you can kind of feel a buzz. Now I've set about 5 different cards here, so here's an ebook, and let me just show you how it looks. So it's not bad. Let's see, so can you see that there? Not bad at all. and really it'll save you carrying your Kindle and any, you know, if you've got you're reading from your tablet, this could really be of some use to you. I'm not sure I would use it, to be honest with you, but it's you know, some people might like it. So let me go back here. So then I've got calendar, then some contact lists, and this is the record player if I'm going to be playing some tunes. So I won't play that, but you can see what that is. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I mean, look, it's pretty cool. I've also set it up to change the screensaver every hour. You can customize it a bit. You can add widgets. You can actually add for Facebook, Telegram, some other ones as well. So I mean, there is a degree of customization, and it's not bad at all. It just looks pretty cool, even though my phone here with that crack on the screen, can you see it? Can you see it? It just looks, I mean, I like even just having this and fiddling around. I just think it is a bit unique. As I said, it is a bit sluggish, so don't expect the same kind of user experience that you will get from the front screen, because you will be disappointed. But on the whole, I think as a second version of this, they've done a decent enough job. If I was reading, just checking online to see if there was a YotaPhone 3, and there's rumours of a YotaPhone 3, so if they can, you know, kind of speed things up on the e-ink display side of things, I think this phone would be even more desirable. But I'm going to just go back to the price. If you can get this on eBay $130 or $150 for all the you know, the functions that you get, the specification, it's a really wireless charging NFC. I mean, it's a pretty decent phone on its own without having the e-ink display. Now some people might say, oh well, it's not got SD card slot, but it's 32 GB. Now music wise, it's got I don't know if you can see here, there's stereo speakers, and the sound's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. The music I played through the RHA wired headphones I have, and look, it's not like HTC. I think I've become spoiled with the HTC. It's not like that at all, but it is not bad. So again, as your daily driver and having something a wee bit unusual to show your friends down the pub, you could be, you know, be surprised that this would really you know, be a decent choice at a really cheap price. The other thing that I wanted to mention about it was that there's a white version, but I like this kind of dark charcoaly grey colour or whatever it is. I just think it looks nice. You can change the contrast on the e-inks screen a bit more, but the shame is that maybe the third one will be better, but the shame is about this one is that it doesn't have a backlight. But you know, we're just going to have to accept that, and it's still pretty decent. Okay, certainly for the price. You know, this is a very decent phone, and for the most part, most people are going to be using the, you can see I'm just flicking through the settings here, most people are going to be using the front screen. Now, one criticism of the e-ink display, certainly if you're reading a book, is there is quite a bit of ghosting on it, but again, you know, every couple of pages I think it refreshes, so it disappears, but might be an issue for some people. For me, I could use it for reading, I don't know. I probably keep it because I probably won't be able to sell it for much because of this crack on it, but who knows, I might sell it. So anything else to tell you about this thing? No, I think I've really said enough. That probably has, you know, you can check online for other more shall we say, more high production reviews of it. I just wanted to tell you that it was a bargain, and I've enjoyed using it, and I'm using it as my second phone at the moment, but I've really enjoyed using it. It feels really nice in the hand. It is a wee bit slippery, so just be mindful of that, because of this Gorilla Glass backing. It looks pretty cool. You will certainly get people asking you, what the hell is that you're carrying? The screen, I just think that the screen AMOLED display for $130, $150. Now I saw this on, if you can see here, I saw this on Souk.com. They have it on about 800 and something reals, so it's quite a bit more expensive on Souk.com, but if you want to get it locally, that's where you will get it. There's some other websites that may have it and may have it cheaper in the GCC, so but it is available, and really that's about it. I just think that okay, it's a couple of years old, but it's still unique, novel, and as I say, for the front screen, most people are going to be looking at that. It's a very, very nice phone. So kudos to Yota, which is a Russian company, I think I mentioned, for doing something a wee bit different and giving us something interesting to look at. So look, you're into your Android phones, you want something a bit different, spend $130, $150 on this, 110, £120 that is, on this phone. You know, with all the features that it's got, and just the uniqueness of it, I really do think it is worth it. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. The YotaPhone 2. Anybody got any questions, any comments, anything that you want me to answer, I will do my best to answer you back in a timely fashion. So that's it. Buy it. You'll love it. Okay, bye.